Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Wednesday, May 19th, 2021. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Here's a look at the daily time frame of the ES. You'll notice right here that the ES currently trading lower here after closing as a bearish outside day in the previous session here. Price rejecting off the previous month's close, pushing through the prior low. That really came as a result of late day selling pressure. Even after being heavy throughout the day, still had a shot to close above those lows until late in the session here. But now continuing through to approach the previous week's low price now. That's 40.29 quarters. Right now, a major break through the previous week's midpoint in both the ES and the NQs, opening the door to those lower lows from last week. But as we've talked about before, right now this market remains in a very good uptrending price structure. Continues to honor that market structure on the way up. Good trend there, and this key range low is going to be very important. We've talked about any drop into that 4K level being an opportunity to reject for a swing move higher and perhaps even a more medium to longer term push higher toward 4,450, which is basically the 100% target of the key range. So looking way out to here, 44, 43 half basically, so call it 44.50 would be the 100% target. That could easily lead to a very nice move into that zone off the 4K level down the road. So that's going to be a big time level to continue to watch. A failure to hold 4K would open up a rotation back toward the previous lows here and the next LVN down below. So this is a very significant level that bulls need to keep bid for a continuation higher. All right, let's take a look here at the NQ. You'll notice here with the NQ, steady selling pressure as well, not quite an outside day. Yesterday, the YM, the ES both had bearish outside days. This one very close right there, closing at the lows basically, and now seeing a continuation downward in pre-market trading. We have 12,915 as the key level down here below the test. And again, as we mentioned earlier in the week, the one level here that was concerning was this bearish Pima trigger zone here, as price could find itself in another lower high situation, and that's currently what's developing now. Do we get another lower low up ahead as well? That could take us down as deep as these 12,646s. That's basically the FOMC key level from December 16th and has been a very important bounce off point here for this market. Last time we got a little bit below that level, popped back above it, held before we rallied. Now we're fading all the way back down. So 12,646 could be in play up ahead, and then from there we may look for some signs of rejection. All right, let's take a look here at crude oil. Now with crude oil, you're noticing here a pullback from these recent highs. 67.02 was the high. There's been an inability here to really break out from this range to begin the month so far. It's continued to stay within the boundaries of that range. A little bit higher highs, a little bit lower lows, back and forth, but remains above that 63 level. Continues to hold within the modestly uptrending channel here. That's been in play for a couple of months. And again, as long as pricing continue to hold the lower end of this range, 63 here, we may have a continuation higher ahead, 68, and then likely as high as 70. So that's going to be the idea here, but at some point we got to get a breakout from this range. Sometimes those breakouts, one way or another, are begun by a false breakout. So maybe a false breakdown here and then a continuation to the upside, or perhaps the opposite if it were to break down. So if we were to break down pretty hard, looking for signs of some sort of rejection for a turnaround back toward recent highs. Taking a look now lastly at gold futures. Gold futures down right now. Virtually every futures contract down right now. Ethereum down 23%. That's a big one here. Bitcoin down 12%. The only thing up right now is the dollar, as everything taking a hit here a bit this morning. You're also seeing gold here has been very, very strong, very bullish. I mentioned to expect some sort of pullback here off of the 1875s. We've seen a pullback as deep as 52.20 here. In our trading room, we mentioned anything between 1840 and 1850 could offer another buying opportunity for a continuation higher as this market remains very, very bullish. The breakout through 1800 still offers a big time key pivot as well, so we could drop as deep as that and still provide an opportunity for bulls to defend on a longer term basis as this thing makes a move up toward 1960. All right, that is it for now. We'll see how this plays out heading into the rest of the session. Good luck, trade well, and I'll see you in the trading room. Take care.